welcome to Keep Me Posted with Planet Aid. And today we are talking to Madeline Kaiser, who is a student at the University of Connecticut. She is actually doing a clothing swap this weekend. And the wonderful thing about it is that it's all about sustainability and it's all about implementing a thought process for the students who will be attending. Correct, Madeline?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about it and tell me a little bit about why you were inspired to do this.
Yeah, so when I was working for my internship at Rain Magazine, I was doing some research and I came across a clothing swap that was done in the UK. And I was like really intrigued by it just because I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that done. And I personally like love thrifting and I thought it was like a new innovative way to shop. So I wanted to implement that in my town and then at my school. So I'm really excited about it.
Okay,
Um,
let me ask you because you mentioned you love thrifting. So, what about thrifting kind of made you think that this would be a great idea?
um, I know that a lot of people, so I have a clothing account where I resell items I find thrifting, and I know a lot of people like that, like thrifting. A lot of people are getting more into like the sustainability aspect of fashion, which I love. So I thought this was like a great event to host and to encourage other people to just shop more sustainably.
I saw in an article that was written
Yeah.
that that what you said, I can remember this back from my college days that a lot of college students like to swap clothes anyway.
Mhm.
So tell me a little bit about that culture.
Yeah, so, every girl likes what another girl is wearing. Everyone knows it.
Mhm.
And, some people are like afraid to ask, or they just don't know the person. So I thought having a clothing swap on campus would be perfect. Just because also a lot of students, maybe like international students, are not close to campus. So being able to get like new pieces of clothing without going home is, I think, a really good idea.
So tell me a little bit about the event. What do you have to do to come to the event?
Yeah, so you can buy your ticket beforehand or the day of. You bring in 3 to 7 items that you no longer wear. We just check them, make sure there's no stains or rips, and then your items get taken, and then you can just start picking as many items as you bring. So if you bring 7, you can take 7,
Wow.
and you could try them on. And yeah, it's a little bit about what the event is.
Where is it going to be held?
It's gonna be held in Wallingford at the Hubcap. It's a business center that like students can use the space for.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the program that you're doing it for.
Yeah, so I'm in the WILD program, the F3 program at UConn. It's for women entrepreneurs and a bunch of it's a cohort of 12 other women, and we're all working on projects throughout the summer to solve a problem or just to even start a business idea. Um, so everyone is doing something different. It's really cool, and it's a really supportive group of just women. We meet weekly, and if we have problems, we help each other. We give each other like references if we know anyone. It's a really good program, and I'm really thankful to be in it.
Obviously we know about landfills and textiles, but why does that particularly touch you?
Yeah, so I've always wanted to be in the fashion industry or have like an impact on fashion. And as I grew up, I eventually realized like fashion is super harmful to the environment, which is something I'm really passionate about. And I later then got involved and interested into sustainable fashion, and whether that's like buying from sustainable brands, thrifting, swapping clothing with friends, anything like that. But I think it's a really big problem that a lot of people don't understand because fast fashion is like insane. People buy clothing from like brands like Shein, like $100 hauls, getting so many items, and they don't really realize what they're actually doing. It's exploiting workers, it's hurting the environment, and I just don't really think people understand like how severe it is.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's a little bit.
What would you recommend for people to do in order to kind of educate themselves about it? Because like you said, it really is a problem of people a lot of times not knowing.
Mhm. I would say, like, the easiest way to educate yourself is, like, watch films about it.
Mhm.
Watch, like, documentaries, stuff like that, because it's gonna be interesting, you're watching it, it's not something you have to read because a lot of people don't like reading, and, that's what I have found super interesting with me personally, so, yeah.
What kind of things will people be able to learn at the event? Or will
Yeah,
they be able to learn anything at the event? I mean
so I plan on, I have made a little flyer. It says like films you can watch. It talks about local stores that have really good items and like merchandise that I have found. Um, Online people that you can buy from that resell clothing, and also like ThreadUp, a bunch of like those things as well. And also, if people like designer items, like that as well. There's something called the Real Real, and they like resell used designer items, which is really cool. So yeah, I made that up. Then there's films on the back. I have a friend's blog that's also going to be attached. It's all about sustainability, her blog. And then everyone gets a sticker. It says, I just shop sustainably, or you just shop sustainably. So people can, like, post that, have it on their water bottles, and more people see it, and it starts a conversation.
Very good. And congratulations to you for identifying that as a problem. You know, a lot of times people can go their whole lives without knowing certain things like this. So thank you for addressing that, and thank you because you are actually giving a portion of your donation to Planet Aid. Why did you want to do that?
So when I was creating this project, like I always like one of my goals was to give back. Um and I was trying to figure out like a good organization to give back to, and I liked everything about like your organization. I liked how you recycled the clothing. I liked how you give back to others in need. So that's why I chose you guys.
Well, thank you again. We really appreciate that. We just appreciate the fact that you have such a passion for this as well. So that's
Yeah.
a wonderful thing too. Because one of the things about Planet Aid is we do want, of course, the clothing to stay out of the landfills, and that's a big deal to us too.
Mm.
So congratulations, and we hope for the best for your event. Give us the event, the date, the place again.
It's July 24th on Saturday, and it's in Wallingford, Connecticut at the Hubcap.
And what is the event called? If
Um,
anybody wants to look it up.
Clothing Swapapalooza.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Madeline.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you as well.